feeling today? Are you feeling happy? Or are you feeling sleepy? Or hungry? Are you hungry? Or are you excited? I am feeling happy and excited because today we are going to have a science class. Okay, but first I want you to say hello to me. Can you say hello? Okay, today is our class number 26. Okay, and as I told you, it's a science class. Before we start, let's talk a little bit about the weather. How is the weather today? Can you tell me? Is the weather rainy? Or sunny? Or is it cloudy? Here from my window, I can see that right now the weather is cloudy. So, can you tell me how is the weather today? Alright, what about the day of the week? Is it Monday? No, right? Is it Thursday? No, not Thursday. If yesterday was Monday, today is Tuesday. Great job. So today is Tuesday. Okay, so we talked about the weather. We talked about how are you feeling, right? How you are feeling today. And also we saw the day of the week, that is Tuesday. And we are ready to start our science class, okay? So please take your science book, okay? Your science book. Take your science book, o livro de science, de ciências, and open it on page 16 and 17. Pages 16 and 17. Alright? Okay, guys, first let's look at the page 16. No living things around you. Let's read together. Okay, guys, I'm going to read the sentence and after you read. Ok? Depois vocês leem. People make some no-living things. People make some toys that look like living things. People make some toys that move like living things. For example, sometimes we have toys that move, a robot, for example. Or if we have a toy that looks like a dog, it's a toy dog, right? But it's not a living thing, because it doesn't breathe, it doesn't grow. Alright? Let's look at the picture on page 16. Name some no-living things in the bathtub. So let's look. We have a frog here, right? But is a frog that is a no-living thing because it's a toy, right? The same thing with the dog. What else do you have? We have a penguin and we also have a fish. But it's all no living things. Now let's read the page 17. There are no living things in nature. Na natureza. Okay? Water is a no living thing. Water does not need food and water does not grow. What no living things do you see in this picture? So let's look at this picture here. What no living things can you see? We can see water, right? There is a lot of water there. We also can see rocks, right? Pedras. Okay, grade 2. Now, let's take a look on these two questions, okay? Here. Question number 1. What are some non-living things made by people? In question number 2, how are a toy dog and a living dog alike and different? How are they similar, alike, and how are they different? Now we are going to answer these two questions, okay, in your notebook. Ok, so take your notebook, o seu caderno, ok, open your notebook in the science part, ok, na parte de science, and we are going to answer these two questions, ok, let's go. Okay, grade 2. So, now that you open your notebook, I want you to write the date, ok, a data. It's April 28th, okay, and we are in 2020. So write the date and write the number of the page 16 and 17, okay? Write the first question. I'm going to give you some time to write the first question, okay? What are some non-living things made by people? Write in your notebook. I'm going to give you some time for that. A teacher vai dar um tempinho para vocês escreverem a primeira question. Going to answer, okay? What are some non-living things made by people? Quais são as non-living things that the people made? Que as pessoas fazem? A teacher colocou algumas aqui, ok? Let's see. House, the people build the houses. Book, right? People write books, letters, right? We wrote a letter yesterday, remember? And the letter is a non-living thing. Teddy bear, all right? You can put many things, muitas coisas that are non-living things and that are made by people, que as pessoas fazem, okay, guys? Let's go to question number 2. How are a toy dog and a living dog alike and different? So, how is a toy dog and a living dog alike? How are they similar? Parecidos. And how are they different? What's the difference between a living dog and a toy dog? Think about. And I'm going to give you some time to write the question, okay? I'm going to give you 1 minute to write the question. How are a toy dog and a living dog alike and different? Now let's answer the question number 2. First, let's see how are a toy dog and a living dog alike? How are they similar? Parecidos. O que o toy dog and a living dog tem de parecidos? Similar, alike. They have ears, orelhas, eyes, os olhos, paws, as patas, right? But if they both have ears, eyes, paws, what's the difference between them? Qual a diferença? Let's see how a toy dog and a living dog are alike and different. Let's see. Difference. The toy dog does not need food and water, does not move, does not change, right? And the living dog need food and water to survive, right? Precisam de água, de comida, food and water to survive, para sobreviver, right? And they move a lot. They walk, they run, they change, right? Okay, guys. So answer in your notebook, okay? You can put more things, okay? Podem colocar mais coisas. Write what you know, okay? Okay, guys. Going to the other page, indo para outra página, page 18 and 19, we can see an experiment. Experimento, right? These experiments we're going to do next week, ok? Nós iremos fazer na semana que vem. We are going to start the experiment on Monday and finish, e vamos terminar, on Friday. Ok? So we are going to skip this page, vamos pular essa página, and we are going to go to the page 20 and 21. Okay, and these experiments, we're going to do next week. Okay, na semana que vem. Alright? Okay, grade 2. So now we're going to look at the pages 20 and 21 from the science book. Okay? Math and science. Sorting and counting. Living and no living things. Let's look at these pictures. We have a lot of pictures here, right? On page 20 and also in page 21. Okay? So, tell me, what are the no living things that we can see in these pictures? We can see a teddy bear. We can see some color pencils, right? We can see a flower. Usually plants are living things, right? As plantas são living things. But this flower here is made with paper. So it's not a living thing, right? Because the flower doesn't need sunlight. The flower doesn't grow, doesn't need water because it's a no living thing. Ok? It's made with paper, é feita de papel. Right? And what are the living things that we can see in these pictures? We can see a dog. We can see two dogs. Right? A dog here and a dog here. We can see cats. We can see two girls. Yes, we can see two girls. That's good. Now we are going to read here, okay? On page 21. Find living and non-living thing in these pictures, Count the living things. Write the number. Count the non-living things and write the number. So right now, we are going to do the same thing we have here in a paper, okay? You can do in your science part in the notebook, ok? Na parte de science no seu notebook, embaixo das perguntas anteriores. Or you can do in a blank paper, num papel branco, ok? And put inside the book, ok? Guarda junto com o seu book, dentro do livro. Ok, guys? So let's do now. We have to count the non-living things and the living things, okay? To write the numbers here. Let's go. Okay, guys. So, before we count, antes de nós contarmos, write living things and write non-living things. Escrevam assim, ok? In your notebook. Ok, guys? In the science part, na parte de science, in your notebook, write living things and write no living things. Okay? And let's go back here to count first the living things. Ok? Vamos contar primeiro the living things. Help me, ok? Count with me. Contem com a teacher, ok? The living things. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 living things. Alright? And then you are going to write 9, the number 9 in the living things parts. Okay, guys? Now let's count how many non-living things we have in the picture. Let's go, count with me, okay? Contem com a teacher. Now let's see the non-living things, okay? Count with me. So, 1, the flower that is made with paper, tá feita com papel, com paper. 2, 3, 4, 5 color pencils here, 5. 6, right? The teddy bear. 7, another teddy bear. So we have 7 non-living things, right? So you write the number 7 in the non-living things part. Let's write the number 7 in the non-living things part. So we have 9 living things and 7 non-living things. Very good, everyone. Great job. Okay, guys, now we are going to go to the pages 22 and 23 from the science book. Okay, we are going to answer some questions, okay? We are going to answer right now. So, you will need, vocês vão precisar do seu science book, okay? And also your notebook, okay? So use your science part from your notebook. Let's start. Vocabulary. Which picture goes with each word? So, here we have monkeys, right? And here we have what? A chair, a blue chair. So, which one is a living thing? The picture A or the picture B? qual picture? Tá mostrando a living thing. The letter A. Very good. So you can write your answer in your science book, okay? And the chair is a no living thing. Very good, guys. Great job. Now, let's see the question number 3. What do plants need to live? What do plants need to live? Do you remember? So now is the time to take your notebook, ok? Peguem o notebook and write the number 3. You don't have to write the question again, ok? Não precisam escrever a question. Only write number 3 and the answer. What do plants need to live? I'm going to give you some time to answer, okay? What do plants need to live? Right there. Now let's read the question number 4. What do animals need to live? O que os animais precisam to live? What do animals need to live? Think about and answer. Write your answer, okay? Question number 5. What might happen if a living thing does not get what it needs? O que pode acontecer if a living thing do not get what it needs? O que elas precisam se elas não têm o que elas precisam? What happened? What happened if the animal don't have space, don't have food, don't have water? What happened? Write your answer. Question number 6. Observe. Tell 2 things about a non-living object you see in your classroom. So, as we are not in our classroom, não estamos na nossa sala de aula, tell 2 things about a non-living object you can see in your house. 2 objetos that are no living thing que vocês conseguem ver in your house, na sua casa. Escrevam 2 coisas sobre esses objetos, ok? Sobre cada um deles, about each one. Okay, grade 2. Question number 7. How are these birds alike and different? So let's look at these two birds. How are they similar? Alike. O que eles têm de parecido? And how are they different? So make a list explaining how are they alike and how are they different, okay? I'm going to give you some time for that. Okay, now let's see the question number 8. Fill in the circle next to the correct answer. Which one is no living? Letter A, a person. Letter B, a hat. Letter C, a dog. Or letter D, a plant? Which one is no living thing? A person? No. A person is a living thing. A hat. Yes or no? Chapéu? A dog or a plant? Let's see. Let's see. A hat. Very good. Great job. So a hat is a no living thing. Question number 9. Make a list of 3 things you need to live. 3 coisas que você precisa para viver. Make a list. Faça uma lista. I'm going to give you some time, okay? Now we are going to correct everything that we didn't correct yet. We are going to correct question number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, okay? So, question number 3. What do plants need to live? Plants need sunlight, air, water, and space to live. In the question number 4, what animals need to live? Animals need food, water, air, space, and shelter, a place to live. Okay? Let's correct question number 5. What might happen if a living thing does not get what it needs? If a living thing does not get what it needs, it will die. Right? Question number 6. Tell 2 things about a no-living object you see in your classroom. Como nós não estamos na nossa sala de aula, tell 2 things about a no-living object you see in your house. I'm going to give you 2 examples. First example, my chair is green and black and does not grow or change on its own. Second example, I have a beautiful pen. My pen does not move, grow, or change. Question number 7, alike and different. How are these birds alike and different? Alike. Size, shape, and color, right? They have the same size, o mesmo tamanho, the same shape, o mesmo formato, and the same color. They are both yellow. Indifference. One is living and one is no living, right? And the last question number 9. Make a list of 3 things you need to live. 3 coisas que você precisa para viver. Food, water, and air. Right? You can also write space. Okay? And that's it for today. If you have any questions, send it to me in Clipscola, okay? But as we did the activity all together and we correct, you don't have to send me the picture. Não precisa mandar picture para teacher. Okay, guys? I will see you again tomorrow in our video class. Stay safe, wash your hands, okay? Bye-bye!